If you haven't played for a while, today is the day to do so, because a 2-week event is ending and you'll be able to get a lot of resources. So for this reason, we're gonna go back to our account and look at this. I've won the Battle of the Gods. This is also crazy. Now let's get all the resources. These resources are like 90 plus messages because indeed I haven't logged in for a while. But today is an amazing option, an amazing opportunity for you as well to get started, because we will get a 3rd generation hero, we will get quite a lot of other rewards all for free. So let's get all the remaining items. Claim whatever we could claim. And well, we have a lot of movement points, we have a lot of things to claim because indeed we haven't logged in. This is the quadratic Pareto principle. 80% of the rewards for 20% of the time, or 64% of the rewards for 4% of the time. That's quadratic. Like 80 times 80 is 64 in percents, and 20 times 20% is 4%. Now, you'll need to fight 10 times, so this is just the introduction. So we'll have to go through the patrols. Now the thing is that we're getting buffs, so even if your account is a bit weaker than mine at the moment, even then you can do at least something. Because the most important thing is that you finish the first battle. If you finish the first battle, that's fine. Now the remaining battles are not gonna be that easy for some, but with my account I should be able to do all 10. So you see, that was the first one. There are 9 more that are coming. Now execution is gonna be important. All you need to do is just click 9 times, so it shouldn't be that difficult. This is the 3rd one already, and by the way, if you don't complete all of them, you will miss out on some donuts. That's it. That's not a big deal. I think it's a relatively small deal, like 5,000 donuts. Donuts are gonna be the currency of this event, so you've seen that possibly 2 weeks ago. You've seen the item values, you've seen all these things 2 weeks ago. So this is gonna be important to go through. And now this is the 3rd one already. Let's see what else. 4th one, 5th one. So we're going through all these, and if you haven't played, you have to do this today. This is the 2nd longest thing that we're gonna do. The longest, I mean, it's mind-blowing what the longest thing is gonna be. Mind-blowing in a sense that it's gonna be really, really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable in a sense that you'll have to click a lot. But let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. We're fighting these 10 times, 10 occasions. And then let's see the rest. We're moving forward with the fights. We're soon gonna be ready, I hope. So 7, 8, 9, 10 is still remaining. We have the usual formation. So you go through all this. It shouldn't be that difficult. I will accelerate the rest of the fights. So now we're at 4x speed, and by the way, yes, I lost the sound, so I have to re-synchronize the sound. So lip syncing hasn't happened yet, so I'm talking at 4x speed as well. Anyway, these were the 10 battles. Hopefully it's gonna be easy for some of you, but at least you finish the first patrol. And once you finish the first patrol, all you need to do is click quite a lot of times. I mean 50 to 60 times. So we had 65 attempts, or on Sunday you have 70 attempts, 10 attempts to go through the patrol, and worst case you need to click 69 times. Just look at this. This is worth an acceleration as well. 10x speed. So indeed we're going through this at 10x speed, so you see that we barely see what's going on. It took a lot of time. Now the next thing is Whack-A-Mole. This is the next game mode that you click on. We cannot sweep yet, but once we can, you see 130. This is gonna be 130 clicks. Developers, please, next time, add a button to sweep all. And in the meantime, you see the Whack-A-Mole in action. We'll see if we can get 250 points. I'm not sure about that. This will be the objective. So, see, it's quite hard with a mouse. Normally what you need is a left finger and right finger for coordination, and you also need to have good perceptive skills. And with the left and right finger it's a lot easier to go through. Now I only have one click to focus on, you see the mouse cursor, but it's still possible to get even 250 points. It doesn't matter that much, but if there is an event where you can submit this, then there is a minimum score that is worth completing. Now this is the whack-a-mole. I'll accelerate time as well, 2x speed, so that we finish a bit faster. If you want to finish faster, just make sure to not click on the blue modes, because then it slows down the game or gives you extra 5 seconds. If you don't go for a good score, then yeah, it doesn't really matter. In game you don't get any rewards. Maybe on Discord, maybe in other places you might get some rewards, so this is elsewhere. And you can see that even with a mouse it's possible to get 250 points. But it's not just skill, it's also luck. And unfortunately there is another issue with the game itself. I think the event listeners can get into an overload where you do garbage collection or something, because when the loading screen appears then you cannot do anything. Now comes the clicks. This is accelerated at 3x speed, so it's a bit misleading, but indeed it took me about 1 minute 40 seconds to click 130 times. Developers, please, next time if you see this, very important to add a sweep all. Even when I do these 10 clicks a day, even then it was a bit too much. So user experience wise, I mean, you see that I can do it, most people can do it. At the same time, it's not a good user experience. Imagine a player returning maybe because of this video, that's not a bad thing, and then they have to click 140 times in total. Not even 130. Now we're done, so we got all the currencies. Next thing is Werewolf. We skipped a lot of days, so this means we cannot purchase the 1 diamond offer that we have been doing for 2 weeks and on other accounts. And I'm not gonna get the 1750. And then you do Intimidate Fire, obvious. So this is there. And regarding the battle, I mean, I can do it. I think it's just I can do 2 levels just like anyone else. So first seal, second seal, and we need 200 million in total. But in the meantime there is also the shop where we get to spend 44,000 unit currency. That's a lot. That's really a lot, because if you think about it, there is this 3rd generation token already where you get like you get this for 5,000 in exchange. Remember, this was $100 before. So this is a good sweetener to return, I guess, already. And then let's see what else we can get. So this is a 3rd generation hero token. You see we have this selection. These are the latest ones. Now getting back to the event itself, let's see what else we can get. So after 10,000 donuts the feature stall is available. One thing we can do is Divine Heralds, obviously. Both of them, Divine Heralds and Commanders, are at a discount. Champions are a bit less of a discount. Now we 6-star the Wet Lord, and unfortunately we only get the first 5 Divine Heralds, so it doesn't help. I cannot do anything with the Wasteland Walker. That's gonna be the next one to level up later, but not with this one, not with these packs. So Divine Heralds don't work. Commander is also 6-star, so it doesn't matter for me, at least now. I could get the Fortress Commander, but not now. So you see that I will do something else. And or not do, like, purchase something else. And let's see what else. So here, this is also important. You've seen the item values before. Possibly Eternity Adamant is not a bad idea to purchase. Downluster is not a bad idea to purchase either, because we have the Eternal Priest and its weapon is not bad. It's part of the main formation anyway. So we have the 20 times 10 Eternity Adamants. That's a big upgrade, and we're gonna get also the Downluster weapon. So here is the weapon, and then you can see the priest. Here is its weapon. Now I haven't been playing since the Eternity Adamant got its weapon, or not. What is this? Eternal Priest got its weapon. So now we can level up. You see the power on the left in the background, 250k and above. And then in the rank up, that's gonna be the weapon. Here it is. We can awaken the Eternal Priest for free. This is like 100 Eternity Adamants worth of value, in case you wanted to get this. I don't know how this lantern can be a weapon, but we've seen this before in this game, that we have strange weapon choices. Anyway, so you see, you get this for free. And what else can you get for free? So here, getting back. And the artifacts are not bad either. So you have early game, mid game, late game. Right now here we're in the early game, like before Stadwick, or right after Stadwick. Early game is defined as basically when you have an advantage in terms of XP level, you have a huge advantage in terms of power. Now mid game is when you still haven't maxed out all the units, like 6-star weapon, everything, awakened and so on. Once you've maxed out all your units of the main formation, or possibly the top formations that you have, then you enter late game. And the idea is that artifacts, battle scars, and all these things are the most important late game, mid to late game. Because in early game, the advantage that you get is diminished with respect to what other things you can do. But sooner or later you will run out of choices. That's why I prefer artifacts. But we can also get champions. That's the lowest possible discount that we have. And we haven't activated one champion called the Abyss Lord, so we might as well get the Abyss Lord. You see, this is also for free. 45,000 of these donuts take you a really long way. This is a really long way. So then, given that I cannot 4-star any of the champions, I'll just go for the Abyss Lord. That's not a bad idea. So 80 tokens, and we select the Abyss Lord. There you go. Here is the Abyss Lord, and then we got it. And by the way, this is the anniversary surprise pack. You can get all 130 of it. This is because we played 130 Whack-A-Mole. That's one of the rewards for the 130 clicks. That's not bad either. Okay, let's not do inventory management too much. So, you see, this is the event. This is not a bad event at all. And then we can still spend 11,400. That's quite a lot. Now, what should we do? Most likely an artifact or Void Mithril. So, you see we have 2 heroes. And we can also check the artifacts. Here it is. To see whether the Invoiceman has anything interesting that we can purchase. Or the Cornucopia piece. So, we have like a level 2 for 3 of them. And where is this is the armor. We haven't even started collecting it. That's the Verse armor. And we don't have Armageddon's Blade, we don't have Sword of Frost because we played this way. So maybe Apple of Eden, but even that is not that interesting for us because we don't have all the pieces. We haven't even started collecting them. So at this stage I'm not even sure which one to choose. But you may have easier choices. And these are all for free. I mean, all we invested was 1 diamond. Just think about that. I'm gonna get the Void Mithril. And now I'm below 8,000. So the only way to get back above 8,000 is to do the 1,750 diamond purchase. But I'm not gonna do this. I would rather spend things on Star Souls and other things. So I treat my account as early game account, basically. At level 89, level 90. Treasure hunt permits are also important. On some level, they don't have a bad price. They just, with respect to the best discount that I have, they are slightly overpriced, but with respect to their normal price, they are very well discounted. And then one more thing here, you can claim all the missions and the achievements as well. And then you can claim rewards. Now, we will miss all the sign-in rewards because I haven't signed in like at all. But you could have gotten all these rewards, including covenants. Just think about that. All this in one day, like half an hour of gameplay, or less than half an hour of gameplay, maybe with the clicking, if you click slowly, it's gonna be more than half an hour, who knows. And you got all these rewards. And then all we need, and by the way, here we don't have the legendary hero armor. That's a bit misleading. But for spenders, if you invest, let's say $11 or something, the other chest, the other artifact chest has legendary hero armor, and this is what a lot of people purchased. So one last thing that's worth doing is this battle. Now, I think based on all the opponents' performance, we're gonna reach level 2, if we're lucky at all. So, there you go, battle. The name of the game is that try to get the weakest units for the first team. Like weakest units that can still win the battle. So let's get started. These are just regular R, SR and SSR units possibly. So we're placing the units in here. I never use them most likely. Okay, let's get some SSRs at least. SSRs are kind of important when you don't have anything better. And I'm not even sure which hero to select. We won't get to level 3, but we could manage with some mediocre hero as well. Units were done, and we won't do anything else. We'll just try our luck, we'll see. This should be an easy one. At least relatively easy one. And I think all we need to do is get 2 million damage. That's really not a lot. Takes a while. And we ended at 7 million, but it's successful. Now the next one is gonna be more difficult. It's 200 million damage in total. 200 million. So I prepared my Abyss Lord in the background, and after a small cut, I'm gonna add my strongest team. Now the Eternal Priest won't make it. I'm not sure if it's worth getting the Eternal Priest, but if we get the 200 million damage, then that's already better. And we need some adjutant heroes and casters, mainly casters, because of the Rat Lord. Not defender for sure. So attacker and caster, that's gonna be fine. Okay, let's battle. Oh, and I forgot the domain groups. I have 2 domains. These 2. Let's go. So, here, this is the second opponent. We need to get 200 million. It's gonna start slowly, but then, as the hero also deals damage, we're gonna get up to 200 million, hopefully. Barely, but we will get up to 200 million. Too bad that we cannot get mercenaries. Okay. So we're moving forward. And the battle is soon gonna be won. Barely, but we're gonna win this. Now it's 200 million, so we're done, basically, with the second. And you get good rewards. I'll soon claim the rewards as well. Here is the end result. You cannot expect to get a lot of damage. Now, 10 Astro Silver, amazing. 2 Abyss Trial tickets, amazing. That's it. This is what's awaiting you. So if it's not convincing enough, people spend, let's say, several $100s on what I just got for free. If not, well, 1,000 not really, but several hundred for sure. You can also spend 1,000, but those would be really bad spent. Just think about that. So if this is not a good advertisement to reactivate some of the accounts, I don't know what is a good advertisement. And then once you're there, just execute on the usual protocol, just the bare minimum of what we're supposed to do. A couple of clicks don't hurt, and then you at least make some progress.